Let's examine some reversals using a volume profile. Now, your volume profile, first of all, has to be set up correctly. That means you have to be looking at two legs, at least two waves going through the charts, going through the screen, I mean. So this is one and this is two. Once that is set up, as you see, you can clearly see the volume profile in a better way. So let's see. We have the crude now. This is the US oil coming back down after the move up. Pay attention to initially where it stopped. If you look at this one, it stopped here initially before. It stopped here a few times. You notice there's a difference between this level. There's one level and there's another level that is separated by a little separation area we call rejection. So rejection doesn't have to be one line. It could be a little bit higher, a little bit lower, the whole area. So technically speaking, I don't look at double bottoms, for example. If I wanted to go along in this area, I would have looked at exactly where the market came to, because it tested it here. Another test I wouldn't like, and I will wait for it to maybe go into this area. Another one was also valid. We call it a poke in and poke back out, was here. Examining this level here where it touched, see there's a rejection here. It is also coming back down now to a rejection here. As you see, this is a valid rejection right here. And you see, although the whole area is blue, but there's a distinctive, let me erase the lines, the distinctive zone between the two. So in a small view, you notice there is this area separated with this area by separated by this specific low volume area. So this is also considered a rejection. So a rejection is when you move from a solid level to a different solid level with separation between two, or you move from a solid level to a not very stable level with a separation. So for example, this whole area from here, let me just mark it, from here to here, that is, this to me, this is not very solid, not very stable. However, if you're a scalper, you can benefit from all these levels for rejections, support and resistance. See how it got rejected here? It is looking very small. So for a swing trader, this area will be continuation. For somebody who wants to use smaller levels, I would maybe look at a trade here. If it comes back up, I would look at a trade maybe short for me. See, it's coming back up to it. We already looked at a long, for example. If you were trading this one, we would looked at a scalp long from this area here. Now it's coming up to this level. You see this level here? This level is important to watch for a quick scalp possibly. Now this is only on volume profile. That being said, we don't trade unless you have confirmations, because the strategy is anticipate, confirm, and then execute. So confirmations, we have different instruments or different indicators to confirm, such as the power line, such as the DRL, such as SAL indicator, and we have the other ones too. So this is I'm in this video is to show you how to look at different reversal levels using volume profile. Let me see other instruments. You have the Euro US. Watch how the Euro in the past bounced from down from here, down from here. All these areas are rejection areas, rejection zones on a very big frame. This is a weekly frame, folks. So this is beautiful for swing traders. Now watch how the volume profile here is rejecting it. This is part of the education, showing you which part of the volume profile will pose most resistance or support. Is it for example, if I'm picking this zone here, for example, this zone, is it this area will create most resistance, or this area, or is it this area? Or so this is all detailed as well in the education, but generally speaking, you see where the areas are. For details, there's more education. There's for an established education for members. However, for now, this is important to understand that the volume profile is created here was called, we call it a suction tube. So when the market went through it for the third time, it went fast. Other than that, we are looking at this time for a possibility reversal on euro USD. Okay, so if I put a line here, this is my level. For example, if I'm looking for a reversal, this is last point of defense, how I see it, because it's going to go into a very stable level. See, this is more stable. This area, I'm marking it as more stable. See this here, here, here. This is more stable. So I'm looking at that and I'm waiting. So with that volume profile, I'm looking at also now a smaller frame. So one from the weekly, I'm looking at 1 day. So 1 day also, see, 1 day profile is also confirming the level that I drew was is also good for me to look at, to trade. Furthermore, we have other supporting uh, indicators such as the power lines crossing of two green ones. We have also the sell indicator showing up, showing some resistance. So that's going to be something to look at. I'm looking at a 60-minute chart. These are some old arrows. 60-minute also is telling me, you know what, it might bounce from a bit lower. So for details, it might bounce from a bit lower. So this is how you look at reversals, support and resistance area, reversals using volume profile. If it goes up to this area, this is a reversal level. This is a reversal level, as you see. So all these levels I'm marking here are reversals. Okay.